Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2023 IFBB Pro League Atlanta Pro women's events results. So there's bikini, wellness, fitness, figure, women's physique, and women's bodybuilding. All 6. So exciting. I love these massive giant shows. And I do have a separate video coming your way covering the Masters events at the Atlanta Pro. The video would have been just way too long, so I split it into 2. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, it is the top 3 of all of these divisions from last year's Olympia who are automatically qualified, and then it's the winner of each contest in each division. So there's no points, there's nothing for 2nd through 5th place. It is just the winner who gets to go. So let's begin with a pro women's bodybuilding. In the 1st place was Mela, 2nd, Michaela, 3rd, Salika, 4th, Desanka, and 5th, LaDawn. So here's LaDawn in 5th place. She looks awesome. She's got a lot of size. Her legs in particular stand out just for how full, round. She's got a great quad sweep. She's got good balance between top to bottom. I like how the lats are really curved, and they're a nice complement to the curve of her quads. She's posing really beautifully. Overall, she looks really nice. Conditioning, not enough, in my opinion. I think there needs to be more lines, more striations, more sharpness, more of that hard look. But I still think she has a really beautiful shape, and she's got a lot of muscle. Next is Desanka in 4th place. I am so excited seeing her as a women's bodybuilder rather than women's physique. Very cool. I think she looks amazing. She's definitely belonging in this category. Her legs look so good. The size is awesome, and the detail, love it. I love all of these different muscles you're seeing in her quads. You've got lines coming all the way up her hip. I think her waist looks extremely small, trim, nice detail in the abs. I wish the abs were a little bit more visible, but I love that you have those nice lines in the obliques. Her waistline just looks so beautiful, and really nice large lats as well. Her biceps, I think, look amazing. Maybe she could have a little bit more of the delt showing through if she could just get a bit more height and roundness, and perhaps even by having her hands not so close to her face, maybe that would help just to open it up and let us see the delts a bit more. But overall, super thrilled for her. I think this was an amazing 4th place. Okay, next, Salika in 3rd, gorgeous. So I do really see her delts clearly. Having her hair up definitely helps, and it looks beautiful. She's got great shape. Her biceps look amazing, but man, I'm loving her arms down here. I think she's got so much size, and it's a great balance with the lat. So I think she's got a really good amount of muscle in her upper body. Her abs are super defined. That's perfect. I think you get a really good view of all of those different muscles in her abdominal. Looks really cut, nice lines. She's got beautiful sweeps, really good size in the legs. I wish there was a little bit more definition coming through. Like, you've got some, but I want the lines to be a little less blurred, a little bit more easy to see. Perhaps she could try making her suit come up higher onto her hip. I think that would flatter her waist even more and kind of trick you into seeing even more of that X shape. But overall, I think she's amazing, and this was a fantastic 3rd. All right, next in 2nd place was Michaela, and I cannot get over her width. She looks insane. She's so big. She has so much size in her upper body in particular, like the lat spread, the arms. Man, oh man, does she ever have a crazy V-taper. Her waist is tiny, and it goes right back into her legs, which are insane. The size and the detail. She's super vascular. She's so cut and ripped. Wow, her shape, like really an X, a super wide X. Your eye goes from here and right back out. I think she looks amazing. It's a great suit color. It's bright. It fits her really nicely. The only thing, I wish I could see a little bit more ab definition, but I think she's just vacuuming in right now in this pose, right? She's really sucking in, and man, she's incredible. I can't get over it. So wide, so muscular, so dense and full. Beautiful. All right, and now in first place, Mela. This is a beautiful shape she creates in this pose. My gosh, her waist is just tiny. Her legs look beautiful. You see this curve in the quad. You see the curve in the quad of this leg. The lats look just gorgeous. And I love how even though she's twisted, she's still creating such a beautiful X. You notice the V taper. You notice how wide she is, how narrow the waist is, and her legs look beautiful. This pose is very flattering. You're seeing all kinds of detail. You're getting a good view of the inner thigh, good view of that conditioning. The abs look awesome. Nice detail, nice line, good size in her lats. Like just overall, and her poise is incredible. She looks so fierce. She looks calm. She knows exactly what she's doing to make her body look phenomenal. And I think she did a great job. Okay, so here's the lineup. Everybody side by side. Can't get over Michaela. My gosh, her width is wild. Conditioning on Michaela is great as well. I think at the top, Michaela, Mela, and Desunka all have extremely good conditioning in their legs. I know this isn't the greatest photo. It's tiny. It's a bit grainy, but I always want to show you the actual stage photo so that you can see the difference in their sizes, the height, the way they stand as it was compared to each other. Man, some great lats on Salika. I think Ladon has beautiful sweep in her legs, a lot of mass here. I'm definitely noticing the tiny waist on Mela. I think her shape overall is extremely beautiful, but I think Desunka is holding her own as well. Maybe a little bit more lat to compare with these two girls, but wow. And now from behind, again, I'm noticing that crazy amount of size on Michaela. But Mela stands out simply because of that smallness in her waist and that beautiful long shape that she has from top to bottom. I'm also really noticing Mela's shoulders in the back. I think that's something Desunka could keep working on just with the posing. Maybe make the arms a little bit more level here so that we're not losing them. But I love how they're really popping up, coming up high. Michaela, amazing amount of size. She's got some good definition. Her glutes look crazy as well. Beautiful shape on the glutes of Salika, but maybe they could just be a little bit bigger to balance with the legs. And Ladon, I think she's got great size in the glutes, but just a little bit more of that 3D, that detail coming through on her back, I think would be amazing. But what a phenomenal top 5. And in terms of Olympia, there she is. Mela is going. Okay, pro fitness. This is an exciting one, you guys. In first place was Amber, second Allison, third Orica, fourth Annalise, and fifth Michelle. But if you take a closer look at the scores, it's crazy. So Allison came in first place for her physique, and then Amber came in first place for the routine. It was a tie for first place. Holy smokes. So you guys know that the physique is worth 1/3 of the point and the routine is worth 2/3 of the point. So the routine is definitely stressed. It's more important. And the tiebreaker was the routine, which ended up going for Amber. So exciting. At such a high level competition, it's crazy. Okay, so here's Michelle in fifth place, looking beautiful. I think she's got amazing shoulders. She's got great curves, the beautiful lats, a really nice size in her legs. I'm loving this sweep. Overall, I think she looks really lovely. She's got nice posing. She's got nice hair. It looks a little lighter than it was at this show. I still think from a conditioning perspective, she could show a bit more detail coming through. She could be just a tiny bit more of the a shredded look with lines in the legs, maybe a bit more ab definition, but I'm loving her shape. I'm loving her silhouette. I think she's got a lot of muscle, a lot of size, and she looks beautiful. And there is a screenshot I grabbed of a video of her doing her routine on her Instagram page. I always try to show you guys their outfits at the very least. So she looked great. Okay, here's Annalise in fourth place. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's just striking. Her dark hair, that suit is gorgeous. I love the black outline with the purple. It's a stunning suit, and I really like the fit of the bottoms, how high they come up. It really highlights her tiny waist. She's posing really beautifully as well. She just looks elegant. She creates this long line, like my eye is going right here, like this. So I'm seeing her lat, I'm seeing the curve of her shoulder, I'm seeing the tiny waist and the oblique, and then I'm coming and seeing this beautiful leg, the detail by her kneecap. Even her calves look gorgeous, beautiful, head to toe. I think in terms of size, she could have a little bit more in the shoulder, just a bit more of the curve on this part here. I noticed it more when they're in that typical front pose with the highlighting the V-taper, but I think she's got really beautiful lines, beautiful posing, and her conditioning was nice too. You get the good detail in her abs, nice detail coming through on the legs. And here's a look at her routine outfit. This is actually from a show she did the next weekend, the Chicago Pro, but I just wanted you to see the clothing because it's really cool. Okay, here is Arka in third place, beautiful as ever. She's very consistent. Her posing is great. Her suit looks lovely. It definitely draws your eye up and out towards those amazing shoulders. She's got a lot of size in her upper body. This pose is really nice and flattering to the smallness of her waist. Beautiful curve to her quad. I think she could have a bit more roundness to the glute, maybe even being a bit more sideways, like a profile shot might help in terms of just highlighting the shape. But this pose does do a nice job of showing the lat. It shows the balance between her upper body and her lower body. I think she could have a bit more conditioning as well, just to be a little bit more of those lines coming through in the legs, in the abs, a bit more of that detail of the delt. But I'm loving her size. I think she looks as beautiful as ever. And here's a look at her routine. So again, this was a picture from the following weekend's competition later in July, but you can see this was her on the day of the Atlanta Pro. So it's the same outfit, and she's got beautiful makeup, just gorgeous details, and a really cool outfit. Okay, next in second place was Allison, and remember, she came in first for her physique, and you can see why. She has an amazing shape. That silhouette is gorgeous. Such a nice V-taper, and then a beautiful curve to her glute. I love the way she's standing. It highlights the glute. You see the bubbly hamstring and a really nice curve to the front of her quad. Her conditioning is nice too. It's not the craziest detail we're seeing. That's coming up still, but you've got a really nice line in her hip. You've got this groove up here by her glute. You've got a bit of detail in the back leg. I think she's got some nice outlining of the delt. So just beautiful. She's got like a softness and fullness to her muscles, but still she looks hard, she looks firm, and her posing is beautiful. She's doing a great job of showing that hourglassy shape, highlighting how small the waist is and how large the upper body is. And just beautiful balance. The shoulders are round, the glute is round. Gorgeous. Nice suit. Everything is nice. She looks beautiful. And there's a look at her routine outfit here. Gorgeous. And now in first place is Amber. Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. This is crazy conditioning. I love it. There's actually a video on her Instagram of her doing her routine. And because she's so conditioned, there's so much detail. When she moves, you see everything. All of her muscles are just so visible and so clear. And it's really cool. I think her shoulders look amazing. This is the best they've ever looked. She looks super pumped. She looks full. They've got a great shape. Her arms look big. Like, she just looks pumped up and massive. Compare, to the other two shows, the posing is great. The chest is out, the shoulders are back, the lat looks amazing. She really nailed it. Her waist is tiny. She's got good definition in the abs. The leg detail is crazy good. I love the hamstring that you're seeing. She's got a nice curve to the glute. Like, overall, she looks awesome. Definitely, she could have more size. When you see her side by side with the other girl, she's still more small and petite, but her frame, she's filling it beautifully, and she looked awesome. Okay, so there's a look at her when she won, and another screen grab from a video, just so that you could see her outfit. And even in this screenshot, you can see definition in her legs. She looked amazing. Okay, so here's everybody side by side. Allison stands out for sure. The V taper and that delt is unbeatable. She's got a great shape, really beautiful definition coming through, right? When you see Michelle beside her, you don't quite get as exaggerated of that V shape as you see on Allison, with the fullness in the delts, the width, that beautiful curvy lat, and the very, very tiny waist. And then when you look at Annalise on the other side of her, not quite as much fullness and size to the delts. But a beautiful V-taper nonetheless. I see Arika over on the edge, very nice size to the delts, but not as tiny of a waist, not as exaggerated of a V shape, not as much detail coming through on the legs. When I look over here at Amber, definitely the most conditioning, lots of detail in the abs. Certainly not as much size as Michelle, for example, a little bit larger in the legs, nice and full. So everybody has different strengths, different weaknesses, and everybody still looks really beautiful. So it was a fabulous top 5. And then from behind, again, Allison stands out. Her waist is so small, beautiful width coming up into her upper body, and those shoulders are awesome. So good. And I did find one picture from this show of everybody side by side, so you get a nice view of their outfits. So cool. And there she is, added to the list for Olympia. Okay, pro figure. In first place, Adela. Second, Shanice. Third, Lou. Fourth, Mariana, and fifth, Danielle. And if you look at the scores, you can see it was only 1 point between fourth and third. Very close. Okay, so here's Danielle in fifth place. Gorgeous shape. I think she looks really V-tapered. The lats have a beautiful flare, really nice small waist, great conditioning, lots of detail in her abs, lots of detail in her legs. I think she's got nice delts too. Like, just overall, her silhouette is really lovely. I think she could have a bit more size on the legs. Just a bit more of the quad sweep, even more on the inside, but still, she's got a gorgeous silhouette, and I love her conditioning. I think she could do something different with her hair, either go even more of a bold blonde or go darker, just to be a bit more of a pop, a brightness, but still, I love her suit. I love her posing. I think she looks really, really good. Okay, next, Mariana in fourth. Beautiful, nice size, nice small waist, beautiful skin. She looks smooth. She's got some nice ab detail coming through. Beautiful definition in the legs. I wouldn't mind if it was a bit more sharpness to the definition, if you could really see those lines a tiny bit more clearly, a little bit deeper of a line in the ab. I also feel like she's got beautiful shoulders. They're very wide, but they could have a bit more of that rounded shape on kind of this side part right here. Overall, though, she's got a really nice, very sharp narrowing in from the lat to the waist, and I think it looks really good. Great size. Overall, she looks fantastic. I'm not crazy about the suit color. It could just be the lighting, but to me, it's a lot of orangey tones. With the hair, the lipstick, the suit, the skin. I would try to play with, I think she'd look good even in something completely different, like blue or just a slightly different shade of the red. However, it is just a photo, and maybe in person it was not quite so monotone. So again, a fabulous fourth for her. Okay, next is Lou in third place. Oh, she looks awesome. Her lats, amazing size, nice curves, beautiful waist. I love her definition. Her legs look so smooth, but the lines are very clear. So she's got great conditioning, good size. I think she could have even more sweep, maybe even just turn the toes out to try to get a little bit more of that curve to balance out with the lats. The suit is beautiful. Her hair looks great. From a symmetry perspective, it is a little bit off in the lats for me. Like this one looks a little bit more out and this one is not quite the same shape. However, it's just a photo. So a second later, she could have popped out the other lat and been a bit more symmetrical. So I think she did amazing. It's a fantastic showing. I'm loving the lines in her legs in particular. Okay, Shanice in second place. Wow. Okay, so her shape is crazy. She's got fantastic delts. They're so high. They go forever. They're super wide. A nice balance with the muscles in her arms as well. So she's just looks really full, really pumped up, and her lats are beautiful. Great shape. They're super high, right? They come in right where her suit connects and goes to the back, and then it's just beautiful torso going and going and going. She's got a lovely flat smooth midsection, nice sweep to her quads. I think she's got really good balance between upper and lower. Her X is very clear, and the V, of course, definitely. I love the cut of the suit. I love that your eye is really drawn in that V shape. Conditioning could have been a little bit more so that the lines were a bit more crisp, a little bit more ab definition, but I think she looks really good. Her size, her shape, the color of the suit, everything. It's fabulous. And now in first place, Adela. Holy smokes. Okay, so first of all, the delts are crazy. I love the height. I love how beautifully rounded they are. You've got nice definition kind of surrounding the delts. I think she's got nice lats as well. A different shape than what we saw from our second place winner, but still you have a really nice V shape coming in. Her conditioning is gorgeous. Lots of detail in the abs, lots of detail in the legs. The lines are sharp. You have clear, different parts of the quads that you're seeing. You've got lines coming all the way up to her hips. I think her conditioning really is fabulous. She looks super tight. She looks full. Her posing is good. The shoulders are really level. She's got nice details too with the green in the earring coordinating with the green of the suit. I like that her hair is off her shoulders, so you get a great view of those massive curves. She did awesome. Okay, so here's the side by side. Definitely some impressive physiques here. I notice Shanice and the size in her legs. She's got more size than arguably anybody on this stage, although Marianne is pretty close. Beautiful quads on her as well. So Adela doesn't quite have the same sweep, but she definitely has more detail coming through. I think Shanice has really good width to her upper body. You notice the curve in the arms, the curve in the lats. Adela has not quite as much size side to side, but she does have beautiful height to the delts and just such a nice narrowing in of her waist. And then from behind, here's where I think Adela's delts do stand out for sure. She's got really nice shape. They come nice and high above the line of her back, whereas Shanice has a little bit more of a flatness. So I think that helps in really drawing your eye to that shape of the V taper and really good definition at the bottom of her glutes. So overall, everybody looked amazing, but I thought it was a beautiful win for Adela. And in terms of Olympia, there she is, qualified. Okay, Pro Bikini. In first place, Tara. Second, Adair. Third, Ashley. Fourth, Savannah. And fifth, Lizzie. Okay, so here's Lizzie in 5th place. She looks as beautiful as ever. I'm loving her new hair, new color. The color of her suit looks beautiful. She's posing gorgeous. You really notice the quad on this back leg. She's got great detail coming through. Nice size, beautiful hamstrings. I notice the oblique and just how beautifully carved out it is. I think this back shoulder looks really nice in particular. Overall, she just looks gorgeous. I think she could have a little bit more curve to the top part of her glute right here. So she's got this gorgeous amount of size, but I just wish that there was a bit more fullness right from here to here. That's kind of it. I think she's got a really good overall silhouette. She's got a nice small waist, and I definitely see her beautiful hourglass figure. So super excited for her to be in the top 5, and I'm loving her new look. Next, in 4th place is Savannah, looking absolutely beautiful in red. I love the red lipstick. I think the suit looks beautiful, and I'm loving her skin tone. She just looks really firm. She looks smooth. I think she's got great definition in her abs. Like, check out the serratus muscle. You're seeing some gorgeous detail coming through on her delts. Her nice conditioning so that you see the detail here by the quad, in the quad by the kneecap. Like, just overall, her skin looks so beautiful. I'm loving this groove in her hip, and what a gorgeous curve she has in her glute. Right from her suit to the hamstring, it's just this perfect roundness. Great fullness, great size, nice balance top to bottom. I don't think she's quite in her pose in this photo, to be fair, but I do think she could probably have a little bit more size to the delt just to be a bit more round on this outside part. I think that would really draw your eye to the hourglass. But again, overall, stunning. Okay, next in 2nd place is Ashley. Holy smokes, she looks incredible. This is my favorite picture of the 3. I think you have such a good look at her glute, gorgeous shape, such a nice curve. Her hamstrings are crazy, and like her quads look so full, so round. The sweep is incredible, and even from a size perspective, when I look here versus way over here at the Charlotte, like, she looks insane. It's so much fullness and yet really good detail. Like, the conditioning is crazy. You've got all kinds of lines in this back leg. I think you've got a really good amount of detail on her hip here. Beautiful line coming down the side of her quad. And yet she still looks really full and big and large and muscular. So she did a fabulous job. Her waist looks beautiful, a nice curve in that S shape in her back, gorgeous delts. I love it. I think she really nailed it. The suit is beautiful, her posing is great, and size and conditioning are perfect. She's gorgeous. Next in 2nd place is Adair. I saw her in person at the Toronto show, and she's absolutely stunning. Her glutes are crazy. They're so well developed. Great size, beautiful shape. Very, very eye-catching glutes, especially in this pose. You just see her tiny waist and the glutes go forever. I think she does a really good job of showing how small and chiseled her waistline is. The obliques look great. Beautiful curves. She's got nice definition coming through in the quad, a little bit of detail up here in her on the top of her leg in the back. I think her shoulders look really beautiful here, but I do think compared to our 1st place winner, she could have even more fullness in the shoulder, just so that you have even more balance between top to bottom. And I'm not sure whether it's because we're at a slightly different angle or it's just the photo, but I do feel like she got a little bit better of a shape from the delt in some of these other photos. Like at Toronto, you really notice the curve, whereas here it's not quite as rounded as it was. But still, I think she looks really good. I love the suit color. I love her dark hair. She's great at posing, and she's really stunningly beautiful. Okay, so here's Tara in first place. She's been doing a lot of shows, getting top 5 consistently, and it's finally her turn, and she did amazing. Beautiful size in her legs, great fullness in the glute. She's got a good curve. She's got really good balance between the glute and the delt. Like the shoulder looks so round, it comes out really wide from her body, and it's really lined up well with the side of her glute. You've got some nice detail in the quad, in the sweep of the back leg, good detail by her knees. So I think she's really got everything you need. She's got size, she's got curves, she's got some definition. It's a little softer to me in the photo, at least. It looks softer than it did at some of her other shows. I think you have a bit more smoothness in her skin. Her waist looks really nice. The obliques look very clear. And just overall, she's posing well. She looks confident. It's beautiful. Okay, side by side, absolutely gorgeous. Everybody looks amazing. I'm drawn to Ashley's hip and just this definition in her lower body. It's beautiful quad sweep. I'm drawn to Adair's glute. I think it really stands out. Tara, though, I see a little bit more of her hamstring. She's got a little bit more curve to the legs and a little bit more balance with the shoulder to me. Even though everyone is really beautiful and really showing off some gorgeous hourglass physiques, I'm noticing how small Savannah's waist is. Wow, everybody looks fabulous. Lizzie, I'm seeing this detail in her leg. Gorgeous. And now from behind, this is where, again, Tara and the delts really nail it for me, because she's got these beautiful, very wide, full round delts. Her hourglass looks really prominent because she's very wide and very narrow before it comes back out into the glutes. I think Adair doesn't quite have that same triangular shape in comparison to Tara. Ashley, I think if she trimmed her hair a little bit to have more of that V shape, it would allow us to see the delts better, and then we would have a better view of her V. And Lizzie, opposite. I feel like she could have a little bit more hair to kind of hide a bit more of her back, and then we just kind of peek through and see the delts and the tiny waist. Savannah, I think her hair is good. You really have that beautiful shape. Nice size in her glutes as well, though her tie-ins and the back of the hamstrings maybe don't quite have as much sharpness as Tara. I think Tara did a really good job with her shape. Her posing is really good, so you notice that balance between top and bottom. And there she is, added to the list. Okay, pro women's physique. In first place, Amy. Second, Marika. Third, Kristen. Fourth, Isabel. And fifth, Christy. So here's Christy in fifth place. Lovely. I really like the size of her legs. That hamstring, oh wow, so curved. Beautiful balance with the front of her leg as well. She's got good sweeps. She's got some nice detail coming through in the leg, but I wish it was more. I wish the lines were just sharper and clearer to see. Even the abs could have a bit more of that really clear definition, but I think she's got a really nice V-taper. The shape is lovely, great biceps. The posing, I think, could be a bit more exaggerated. She could totally pull the leg further out, and I think that would make you see the X frame a little bit better. But overall, still very beautiful. Okay, next is Isabel in fourth. Gorgeous posing. So I'm loving that you do see that X frame very clearly. Her leg is extended out to the side. It just does a great job of drawing your eye from wide to narrow and back to wide. Conditioning is crazy. I love all the detail in her legs. The lines go all the way up to her suit. You've got great flat abs. You've got crazy detail in her arms, vascular. Just, she looks sharp. She looks super lean. I love it. I just think she could have more size. The lats could come a little bit more wide. The top part of the lat, I think she could have a bit more size in the legs. So just a bit more mass, but I'm loving her posing and I'm loving her conditioning. And the red suit looks great. Okay, next is Kristen in third. Now, Kristen does have amazing size. She's got really good legs, great sweep. She's got some good detail coming through in the top part of the quads. But again, I do wish that the lines were a bit sharper, a bit more clear to see that detail coming right through. She's got a great midsection, nice flat stomach, good lats, beautiful delts. I'm really loving the detail coming through so that you see these popping biceps. I would also do the leg a little bit more pointed out. It's extended well here, but I would, instead of having the foot directly under the knee, I would just kind of point the leg just to create more of that angular shape. But I think she looks overall really lovely. The suit, I can't tell if it's red or if it's more pink, but it looks great. And so just a little bit more conditioning and a little bit more like sharp posing. Beautiful. Okay, Marika in second place. Wow, she's got some gorgeous size. Love the quad sweeps. I think she's got good balance in the lats and the delts too. So you really are seeing that beautiful proportionate X shape where the top and the bottom really look good together. She's got a great V-taper. She's got a nice small waist with that width in the upper body. Gorgeous round delts. I think she's got good detail too. She's got fullness, right? These muscles, you could almost grab them, each individual part. They're very rounded, very full, but super outlined. So conditioning is awesome. Posing is good. I'm seeing some very good symmetry. She looks great. She looks really fantastic. The suit is gorgeous. I'm thinking maybe she could try having her hair up. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like she could have a bit more volume to the top, and I want to be able to see the outline of the delts even more clearly. Like this delt in particular with the hair behind it is just hard. It could just be because of the background, and in person it might have been easier to see than in the photograph. But overall, she's amazing. Love her size, great conditioning. And now Amy in first place looks like perfection. She's got beautiful shape, great detail. Oh, she looks so dry, and the muscle is so easy to see, especially in her legs, but also in her arms, right? Like you can see the outline of her biceps. The delts are striated a little bit. Her lats look good. Maybe not the largest lat spread in this lineup, but it's a nice V-taper, beautiful flat stomach with good ab definition. She just looks great. Nice size. I love the inner thigh. She's got some good size in her legs. The suit fits really well. It makes her waist look super teeny tiny. And she's posing great. Definitely shows that X shape. So a fabulous first place for her. Okay, side by side, I definitely notice the legs on Marika, but I notice the detail on the legs for Amy. In terms of the lats, I think Marika has a really nice shape, a really nice size, but I'm liking the overall silhouette of Amy with the sweep in her legs and that beautiful shape that she's created in her posing. Good definition. Isabel, I think you notice her legs, but I think you can agree with me, a bit more size wouldn't be bad, particularly in the V-taper. Kristen, I'm not crazy about this pose. I think she could try to show off the X a little bit more, and same with Christy, as I already talked about, just a bit more of that exaggerated shape. From behind, super impressive. Everybody looks great. I'm definitely noticing Amy's glutes and the shape that she's got. She's got striations. She's really chiseled out that peak at the bottom, and I think that sets her apart. combined with her tiny waist and all of this beautiful mass in her back. I think Merica beside her is very good as well. Nice small waist, but her glutes are not quite as sharp and pointy at the bottom. Overall, a gorgeous top 5. And in terms of Olympia, there she is, qualified. And now Pro Wellness. In first place, Johanna. Second, Shelby. Third, Cassandra. Fourth, Edna. And fifth, Maria. And if you look at the scores, here we go. Pretty close between third and fourth place, just 1 point. Okay, in fifth place, Maria. She looks beautiful. She's got full, round, curvy quads, a really nice size to her glute. I think you see a nice small waist here, some good definition in her abs. The red suit with the red lipstick looks stunning. She's just gorgeous. I don't have a very good side pose picture of her, but you can still see she's got some beautiful size, great posing. The hair needs to be to the back though, so that I can see the delts a little bit more and just see a bit of that curvy shape overall. Maybe a little bit more conditioning to show off some of the detail in the quads and just a little bit more of the lines. Overall, I think she looked beautiful. All right, next in fourth place, Edna. Gorgeous. She's doing so good. Another top 5. Beautiful suit, beautiful hair. She poses very sideways, and it gives you a great view of her leg, the sweep to the front quad, the sweep to the back quad. She's got a good twist to the torso as well, so you're getting a nice view of her shoulders. I think that's, I know it's just a photo and the angle of the photographer might be different, but I like it how we see both shoulders a little bit more flat on than we did here at the New York show, where she was a little bit more, it seems like she was more towards the back corner. I think she's got great delts. She's got nice overall shape, but man, that glute is really easy to see, right? It really comes out far. It's got a great little curve where the glute and the hamstring come together. Her conditioning is nice, so she's got some lines. Not quite as crazy to see the conditioning and the detail in as the other two shows, but either that's the photo and the lighting, or she's just a little tiny bit more soft at this show, and I think it looks good. She looks very full, she looks round, she looks curvy, and I think she did a great job. Okay, next in third place is Cassandra. I think she's so pretty. She's got beautiful delts, and I love how clearly you can see them. The hair is off of her shoulders. She's got gorgeous curves, beautiful shape to her back. I think she's got a nice size to her hamstrings, beautiful sweep to the quad. I do think that her feet are a little too close together. If she could pull it out a little bit, I think you would see more of the sweep of the quad on the back leg, and definitely you'd see more of her hamstrings. But I do like that in this more sideways stance, you get a great view of how small her midsection is and a really nice profile of her glute. So overall, I think she looks really good head to toe. Nice detail coming through in this line here. You got a bit of a groove in her hip. Her obliques look really good. I really like her delts, her triceps. She's got this beautiful little curve right where they come together, and I think it looks gorgeous. So she did a great job. Great third place. Okay, next in second place was Shelby. Very exciting to see her in a top 5, a new pro, and she's beautiful. Love this suit. It's a cool color, blue, purple, gorgeous with her hair. Her shoulders are crazy good. She's got a lot of mass in her upper body. The definition is really good too. So you've got some nice outlining. She's got very big triceps, great size of the muscles in the arms to balance with the shoulders as well. This pose is very flattering. You've got a good view of her glute, great shape, and her quads look really nice and curvy as well. So a beautiful second place for her, and I'm definitely impressed by the amount of muscle on her frame. She looks very muscular and beautiful. Okay, first place, Johanna. Oh, she looks gorgeous. We just saw her not too long ago at the Miami Muscle Beach, and gosh, she looks beautiful in this red suit. Her hair looks lovely, nice red lip. Beautiful leg. My gosh, she's got this great sweep to her quad, just a gorgeous curvy shape, and her hamstrings look amazing. I think she looks even more full and round than she did here. Her glutes are so high, very perfectly rounded shape, and just a really gorgeous overall curve. I do think she could have her foot a little further out, as I said, for another competitor, just so that you could see the back leg a little bit more to get a good view of the sweep, the hamstring. And I wouldn't mind also if she twisted a little bit more to the front, just so that you could see a little more of her upper body. And if the hair was to the back, so we could see the shape of the delts. But still, even with those little minor things, I think you're noticing definitely how small her waist is and just how beautiful, curvy, and full her legs are. So here's the side-by-side. Amazing. Definitely some differences in the sizes of these girls. Shelby stands out for her upper body, just how much size she has in the lat, in the shoulders. Cassandra, I definitely noticed the delts and the beautiful curves to her triceps as well. Johanna, I'm noticing how small her waist is, this detail in her side, that nice amount of definition on her hip. Of course, beautiful quad sweep. Edna, man, she's got some full, round, very large legs. Looks fabulous. Maria, I know it's a terrible photo, but I wanted you to just see her in this pose side by side with the other girls. Nice small waist, beautiful shoulder, particularly in the back. Everybody looks fantastic, but I'm definitely drawn to Johanna and just this curve and how small her waist is. And then from behind, Johanna, I think, has a great tie-in. They're very sharp and very easy to see the line and that pointiness right where the hamstrings come in, with a gorgeous amount of curve to the quad. Shelby, I think, has some really good size in her glutes. Beautiful, particularly from like top to bottom. But I think Johanna has some really good size from side to side on the top. Edna, definitely noticing the fullness in those quads, very large. Maria, I think the hair is a little bit too much. She could definitely trim it down into that more V shape, or certainly shorter at the very least. And Cassandra, I think her sweeps look really fabulous, but maybe she could have a bit more sharpness where the tie-in really comes down to the bottom and attaches to the hamstring. Beautiful. And in terms of Olympia, there she is, qualified. So, like I said, I've got that Masters recap of the Atlanta Pro coming your way, and even more shows. It's been a very busy July. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss those recaps. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment your thoughts below, and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.